Hi, I'm Mark,
And I'm Richard Jensen,
and we are Trick.
and you are watching Imagine TV Network.
Let's go. Look, a boss chick like she's straight out of Paris.
We actually met each other maybe even a little bit before 2012. Yeah, so I was in a band, and he was a rapper doing his own thing. So we were looking for a rapper on one of our songs. We wanted to collaborate. So I came across Richard. So I thought he had a really great sound, you know. So then I contacted him through a mutual friend. Then he came down, we worked together on songs. So my band broke up in the end. The song wasn't released. So I was looking for a new music project to work on, you know, new music. So I called him up and he agreed. So we started writing together as Trick. And we only decided to really go forward only when after the first single, BPM, when we first wrote it and we finished it, we heard it in the studio, we were like, we really liked it. Like, it was just like this gut feeling you had, you know, and it kind of cemented that we needed to do this duo thing, yeah, from that song, you know.
Yeah, she gotta look like an angel. A little bit harder to handle than usual, but it don't matter when you mango. Analyze the freckles on her face while fitting up echoes.
No, I don't think so, because the main purpose is actually for us to keep it as a duo, because not many people want to go ahead with doing a duo in Singapore itself. So I think for now it's just me and Mark doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, because the whole reason why we started it, I liked the idea of a duo even when I was younger, but I just never got a chance to do it, and I think it's something kind of cool. So, you know, I don't think it will be anything more than a duo.
That's right, you know your love is gonna keep me up all night.
Music for me, I started at a very young age. I started like 11 years old writing my own songs, and then 14 years old performing, because my mom herself was a singer, my sister was a rapper herself, so it was easy for me to pick up at home, you know, like I just listen and I just start writing. So it was all based on my family line upwards. Yeah. Then from there I just branch out, do my own stuff and stuff like that. My mom sings, my sister is a rapper, so she used to do this back in the day. So I just followed her to the gigs and stuff, just to listen and watch shows, and then I pick it up from there. I just pick it up and just write my own stuff.
I didn't come from a music background, like my parents didn't play music or sing or anything like that, but I started music when I was young as well. I would always sing. I remember always sing when I was young, like really young, and pretend I was like in a boy band or something like that. Then I started to learn instruments like guitar. Then when I started to learn it, I just fell in love with music. I picked up more instruments along the way, and then I started to write songs as well. So, you know, it just went from one thing to the other, but it was all music, just basically a progression of music, yeah.
We don't really have a signature sound. I think that's the whole, it's pop, mainstream, but we make it a point where, I mean, whatever comes to us for that period of time, when we're working on a single, what's nice to us, we're gonna hit with it. That's why for our past 3 singles, we don't really have an exact genre to it, except that it's pop. So I think that's what we're gonna stick towards for our future release.
Yeah, in fact, I think the signature sound is that it's always changing. Every single is kind of different. Yeah, that's kind of how we like to do things. We like experiment because we like a lot of different types of music genres. So we want to try this, try that next, you know, yeah. I started to mess around with computers and music like when I was very young. I would just spend like hours on the computer just trying to record things, try things on software. It's like through experimentation, trial and error, and of course listening to pop music out there, right? You can learn a lot when you really listen in depth to what they're doing. You can sort of like learn from those songs, like the best, learn from the greats, right? Yeah. So that's kind of how I learned. We actually record all of our vocals in our own rooms.
Yeah, our rooms.
I do have a room, like a studio type room. But I used to record in my own bedroom like all the time before. It's just in the bedroom.
I just come in the bathroom sometimes. So
yeah, actually, I had a few song ideas like just sitting on the toilet.
Yeah, and that's where I just come. So it's like normal. So just bring it over to the bedroom and then you record it out.
Yeah,
And it comes out. For the first single that we worked on, BPM, like when I had it, it was already there, and the skeleton was there. Mark wrote the chorus and the hook and stuff like that. So I found like it was a very good idea. I mean, BPM is like messing with your heart rate. Instead of just going out and telling the girl, I like you or I love you, why not switch it up, make them think a little bit, like quit messing with my BPM, my heart rate. So me and Mark make it a point to always like have that idea of the song. Is just not a direct idea, you know.
Yes.
You have to just,
There's a bit of double meaning.
Yeah,
to
double
the,
meaning to it.
To the song, you know. Yeah.
so I think we like that idea of having two meanings, so someone can think this way and someone can think that way. So it depends on the listener themselves. So that's how we usually work on our songs. So.
Ain't a loving conversation, we can skip all that anyway. Folk play, give it to you like it was your birthday. And by the end of the night, you be telling me hit the replay. Cause your loving got me all addicted. No.
For me, when I came up with the chorus for Up All Night, it was in the day. But yeah, sometimes it's at night. But for that song, it was actually in the day. And actually, the funny thing about the story about that song is that I actually wrote the chorus, and it was actually intended. We actually wrote the song for somebody else. Like we had somebody else in mind, another artist. But they didn't take the song, so we decided to just take it because we actually liked the song. So yeah.
So from then on, it came out single. So intentionally, it was for someone else. They didn't want it, so we took it and then we released it as strict single. Yeah. I mean that process, I think, is done when you start doing music, and then that years that you grow as an artist. I mean, you start to find your own sound and your own style like that. You wouldn't want to be like using someone else's style. You want to know as yourself, be unique. So as for me now, how I work with Trick is when I get the song, I just put my own style into it. I write it. I mean, I can listen to other music other days, but as for Trick, I try to put in as much originality to it. What's good, Tricksters? Please do check out our new single called Sunshine. It's gonna be premiering on AMP starting the 11th September all the way to 28, and it'll be on radios as well. So request for it. And if you want to come check us out playing live in 27th September in AMP, we're giving out free passes on our Facebook, Twitter. So come on through, check it out. Also on the 4th of October.
Yeah, we have a show.
We're playing for Play Live. It's a show at MBS. So more updates will come on our social media websites. Yeah.